you know, some people who are big fans of these types of games might not like, but people who are big on some of the other stuff might find it interesting. The prettiest girl in town. So how about you lead the way and get us both out of this jam? Actually, I'm lost too. Don't wanna. I don't go to school. Bullshit! So that's how you do that challenge. Gotcha. Lust! I love Lust. Arms. Feedbacker. Fast punch with decent damage. Knuckle blaster. Hold punch to blast shells. Slow punch. With, okay, so it's got a shotgun in it. Unavailable. Under construction. Let's see. Okay, so that seems kind of cool. I don't know, though. I like parrying, so I'll see how this looks when I actually play the level. And if I don't like it, then I'll swap it back. All right, time for some Lust. Knuckle blaster. What is Metroid Prime ass door? Oh! I can see this being good if I'm running. Whoa. I can see this being good if I'm running through levels with like lower enemy counts, but I definitely want to make sure I have my P's and Q's on when I need to parry. Because if I miss that timing, you know what happens. I get my ass spelunked. My first time going through, I struggled so hard with the bridge burner. Yeah. Oh! Bridge burner. Well, this is kinda nuts. What the hell? Oh, God, it got him. Oh. I want to make sure I can get my parry timing good with this new arm. I'm just doing all kinds of stuff, I guess. Oh, hi. Well, this music is really good too. Swap between the arms easily. Oh, how so? Oh, down on the... Oh, gotcha. Okay. There we go. Yeah. You know what this is reminding me of? A little bit of Spider-Man for the PlayStation 1. weird ass reference, but like the fog over the city a little bit, you know what I mean? Wait, did I just crush him? So if I'm fighting enemies where parrying is not really a factor, jump during a dash for a long distance dash jump. Nice, sick with the movement. The city's just Manhattan. Really? Well, Manhattan isn't in hell anymore, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe it was 2 months ago, but not anymore. Let's go. Penis exploding machine. Nice little movement tricks in this game so far. What? Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, hey. You gotta die. You are huge. That means you must have huge guts. Manhattan is bisexual. I mean, it is the bisexual lighting, is it not? So, that checks out. That tracks. I have 3 dashes, by the way. Yeah, I've been using all the dashes. I just want to try the tricks as they tell me them. Don't open any normal doors. Lust number 2. Death at 20,000 volts. Well, this isn't Manhattan. This is Bloodborne. This is Lies of P World. Circular checkpoints can be reused to keep your progress. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing this is like a, we're gonna keep coming back to this room. I want power! Oh, whoop. Oh. No, shut up, please. Stop. Stop shooting at me now. Ooh, this music's really good, too. Look at these shotgunners. This dude looks like Pepsi Man. Yeah. You're in the lust letter, of course the layer, of course the colors reveal related to the lust. Hello, Rydum. Good evening, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying what you've been seeing so far. Just for any of the new people, I stream on pretty regular points of time. Oh, the bot just posted it, but yeah, my blue sky is up there, UGSchoolboy.bsky.social if you want to give me a follow. I'm going to be back tomorrow night playing some additional stuff, so yeah, I mean, if you've been enjoying what you've been seeing here, I do not just do moderately decently at ULTRAKILL. I do other stuff too. Gotta do a quick cheap plug while I have a lot of new people. I'm sure y'all understand. It's hard out there for a small streamer, so I need more power. I need more blood power. Where y'all sending me? Requiem. Oh, oh. Okay. Hey. Let me out. Resident Evil 4-esque. But yeah, for those of you who are new followers, well, this year was supposed to be the year of the Yakuza before RGG Studios decided to do a bunch of nonsense. But traditionally, I try to have a theme to my streams and kind of the stuff I've been doing. Recently, I've been playing Alan Wake 2. I've also been playing Dispatch on Wednesdays. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing here, none of that really crosses credit, but it's fine. It's okay. Complete playthrough of everything. But when you go through, there's books with lore bits throughout these games that explain a little bit of what's going on if you're interested. I know that there was the thing that I saw earlier. So I definitely want to, like, I can see myself going back through this game a lot, especially with them releasing new layers. Like, I'll definitely be looking out for some of that extra stuff as the time comes. It is of interest to me, for sure. Oh, duh. Hello. Oh. Me getting... trapped in the spot there. Y'all in here? Oh, that was it. But yeah, I am definitely interested. I feel like this game has a lot more going on in it than I'm giving it credit for. I mean, much like Doom, you know, and much like Quake, where it's like, if you want to just engage with it as a old boomer shooter, as they call them, you can. But if you want a bit more of a taste of what's going on in the world, then you can have a little bit of that too. Anyway, no idea where I'm supposed to be going now. Oh, you know what? Nice. Wow, this is really pretty here too. This little clock tower entrance kind of vibe here. Him doing the dodge just to fall right off is kind of funny to me. It's pleasing me and my homegirls. Yeah, it took me a second, and I was like, wait a minute, like, I definitely saw what looked like a door over that way. Oh, this is sick. It's giving the Super Mario Brothers movie with the Koopa World Trade Center. Oh! Okay, then. That was not, that didn't go the way I would have hoped. Gotta say, like, the skyboxes for this game are really wild so far. And this only being the second level, like, people who are familiar with the development of ULTRAKILL, like, how was this game released? Like, hey, You know, like, did the game launch with a certain amount of layers? I mean, beyond the what is this? Beyond the prologue, of course. Hello? Ray gun. Rail cannon. Recharges even when unequipped. Switch weapons to keep fighting between shots. Oh, okay, so on the left there it has a little charging button. Oh, nice! It just straight up shows you when it's reloading too. Like it'll give you a little indicator. That's kind of cool. Launched with only the prelude, and then it kind of just added from there. That's kind of nice. I mean, oh, I know that Fallen Aces, which is another New Blood published game that I really love, it launched with like its first 3 levels, I think. Well, it launched with its first entire, like, you know, kind of, first entire, like, chapter. But it was still, like, kind of a lower, like, you know, content yield, if you catch my drift. So I was wondering if this was, like, you know, it launches with, like, one thing, and then you kind of learn how to play it, and then in a couple months they'll be like, this is this, and or months. Maybe like a year or so. But I feel like I'm playing this at the right time. Good amount of content in here now. Look at this toilet. Good amount of stuff to be able to play around with. And of course the new graphical update shows that they're putting a lot of effort into making sure that everything reaches a level of visual fidelity, which I can appreciate. I know that there are definitely people who would be like, no, like, I want more content first. Or, like, just, you know, don't worry about any of that, just give me content, period. Like, I mean, I can understand wanting more content. But, like, if you're the type of person who's like, you know, stop making the game, just make all the levels, basically, so I can play the whole story, and that's the only way I want it, then I don't know. Like, this helps me enjoy. I mean, I don't mean to say that I wouldn't enjoy this game if it didn't have all this stuff, but like, Hockey says adding more to previous levels, that's pretty cool too. I should definitely have used the checkpoint before I, oh wait, hold up. I could still use it. It's not blocked off yet. Maybe it was never blocked off. Killing the little flying guys. Core eject and then shoot the core eject explosive with the rail cannon. Okay. I'll try that. Hold on. Is that like a different thing? Because this looks like it can only just zoom at the moment. I guess I'll have to see when I see it, you know? Marksman, my beloved. Also, I haven't switched back to the other arm at all. Look at this, like, tower. This prison. Oh, it bounced off. Guessing that's the direction for the new one. Oh, maybe I already did it. Oh no. Hold on. Checkpoint. Core eject is the blue shot. Oh, okay. So like, hold on. Okay, core eject and then shoot the core explosive with the rail cannon. Okay. I don't have my buttons mapped like that, so I might not do that as much, unfortunately, but we'll see. We'll see if I can make that happen. Yeah, I didn't read the full thing. Core eject, and then core shoot the explosive with the rail cannon, and then it'll blow it all up. Beat the level under 60 seconds. Go to hell. No. I don't think I'll be doing that. Rail cannon variations all share the same cooldown. Well, these are expensive. 100,000. Powerful drill that sticks to an enemy and does damage over time. Drill causes enemies to bleed continuously with extra healing range. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then malicious. Fires an instant beam that causes a large explosion on impact, similar to a certain familiar face. What do you mean by that? Oh, there's a face in there. Oh, it's like the ball throwing guy. Get screwdriver. It'll be helpful. Okay. Hard to do without a keyboard, which is why I didn't do it through my playthrough because I use a controller. I do as well. Like, I'm playing this, for reference for anyone who's seeing my streams for the first time, any PC games I'm playing are on the Steam Deck. So I am one of those people. Sheer heart attack. Oh. The hell? This is kind of nuts. A little water. Oh. Okay. It's like malicious face. Okay. Maurice. Do people call him Maurice? I shot the thing. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, I missed. Piece of cake. Oh, I can definitely go in there, yeah? Right? Oh, okay. I gotta maybe shut off the water. Check the terminal for enemy info. Official name is Maurice's. Okay. Fun fact, this is meant to be a hydropower plant. That is cool. I really like kind of how varied the presentation of Layers of Hell have been so far. Like this one kind of being like, hey, we got, you know, we got some stuff going on here. We got the real world. In fact, there's so many secrets in here too. Is pretty interesting. Behind me? Anything up there? No. I found one of these buggers. It's gonna piss me off if I can't find the rest. Akita does a lot of environmental storytelling in ULTRAKILL, and I love environmental storytelling. Same here. Like, I think, honestly, like, if you're able to present something really, really interesting with what you're doing in the world, that, like, makes it so that... I'm not saying that I'll never read an ULTRAKILL lore. I'm just saying that, like, for me, I always struggle with kind of lore bits and reading them. Like, I'll find all the lore bits of a game, and I'll go, and now is the time for me to read them all. And then I'll read, like, a handful of them, and I'll be like, yep, that's the video game. Like, you know? But, so, I mean, for me, it kind of helps to be able to say, okay, like, this has got something cool going on for it, and, I can enjoy myself. I really want to see what's behind that because I think I know what it is. But yeah. It's that type of stuff where I'm like, I'm familiar with, but what was it? The, what do you call it? I think Control is, like, my example is Control for an example. Like, Control has, like, lore bits, like, everywhere, but it also has amazing environmental storytelling. So I never have felt the need to kind of go, okay, I need to read all this stuff to understand it. But I really should, you know? Stuff like that is, like, it's interesting to me at least. Oh, damn. ULTRAKILL is good for that, but I like what's being laid down. Yeah, I think I would say the same, honestly. Trust me when I say, like, that this is an interesting... Oh, whoops. Interesting vibe going on in terms of everything that it's got going for it. These are all in little rooms, right? I just kind of need to see a little bit better. Akita, a flashlight. I need a flashlight. Look for the books and watch the lore videos. Makes sense. Oh. I like to interpret stuff for myself, so the books really helped me. It makes sense, honestly. Like, one of those types of things where you can kind of, you know, choose, not necessarily choose your own adventure, but you know what I mean? Like, kind of get a bit of a sense of everything that's available to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, you don't have to read everything, but it's good to know these things sometimes, right? Oh. No, that was where I came from. Whoops. Heart attack because the first few pools, sorry, are a heart shape. That's cool. And it makes sense. Oh, down here. That's right, there was a pedestal back here. Ah! That is a nice whoop, little sound to be able to pick up on. Ah, crap. Nice little sound to be able to pick up on the fact that the rail cannon is recharged. That sound. Oh! Shitstorm! I meant the sound for when your rail cannon has recharged. I'm actually pretty like the thing, you know? I'm really good at being able to pick up that stuff. There you are. Water's been drained. All right, folks. I knew about this one, so strap in. This was the one secret I was like, I need to get it. So I did have a little guide on hand to be able to make sure. Get me in here. Free at last is the spare change in my pocket. DBB. Not Mirage. Mirage time. Don't touch any water. Don't touch the water. There's blood in the water. Heavy steps. Ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. The labyrinthine pathways of the arbitrary sharp turns seemed stranger and stranger as panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually suited me. Every corner felt like a stranger. Every straight line felt too long. The bell tolls for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations, held only by the skin of my teeth. It barely hung on as I frantically looked around, hoping for the last few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. The gates must be closing now. The last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Havoc, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before I came crashing down onto the cold, hard ground. I struggled to regain my senses, to at least see what fate would befall me in my final moments. But even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could have never imagined the horror I witnessed. Yes! Yes! Oof! Ow! Ouch, that stings! Who are you? Are you okay? Fidget nervously and sweat profusely. Ooh, woo, one. Oh, great, I just got hit and ran by a vibrating fountain. Just my luck. At least you could help me up before the rest of me gets melted by the sun or jackhammers itself into the Earth's mantle. What? What do you mean? Help her up. Not with attitude like that. Sorry, my fault. I'll help. I'll help her up. Sigh. This pose. Hey, sorry about being rude like that. I'm just real frustrated that I'm not only late for school, but also managed to get lost along the way there. Though, by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same boat, and by a stroke of once-in-a-lifetime luck, you just happen to bump into the prettiest girl in town. I think it is, actually, Havoc. It's definitely giving that same type of, hey, we're playing with the conventions a little bit in a way that, you know, some people who are big fans of these types of games might not like, but people who are big on some of the other stuff might find it interesting. The prettiest girl in town. So how about you lead the way and get us both out of this jam? Actually, I'm lost too. Don't wanna. I don't go to school. Bullshit! I mean... Cut the crap. I can see your crusty-ass uniform, and no living person would dare go out looking like a filled trash bag by accident, by choice. Though considering how little activity there actually is inside your skull, I'm willing to admit you sure as hell don't seem like you've ever been to school. Wow, alright. Maybe I shouldn't have helped you up then. Don't wanna. What? The fuck do you mean, don't wanna? If you don't show me the way to school, you're never arriving either. Or did that thought not even cross your crayon-fed brain cavity? Ugh, just my luck. Though in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't lost as well. Havoc, note that if you want to clip, it takes 3 minutes for it to reload. Someone's already clipped. That was me, sorry. I already clipped, so if it won't, it takes 3 minutes to load after. Though in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't as lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. We may as well wait for another student to come by and follow them instead. I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name, though. I don't really care. Okay. I hear ya. You could be a bit nicer to people you've already met. Just waiting here won't get us. We should be looking. Yeah, be nicer to me. Yeah, well, you could do with a beatdown, so fuck off. But yes, you're right. I don't really care about what you or anyone else thinks of me, so I'm not interested in trying to be nice just so you be in a good mood. Why not? If we're both stuck here anyway, there's no point in making it worse. I find that hard to believe considering how heated up you get from practically anything I say. Don't flatter yourself. Blowing off steam is just how I cope. Cope with what? Everything. I mean, really, take a moment to think about it. The human mind in its complete vastness is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence, but is incapable of coming to terms with it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't really thought of it like that, actually. Now that I think about it, like, you're probably right. Oh, wow. You can only ever ignore it, hide from it, or temporarily escape from it. But the fact is we're bound to the way of all things. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but all that exists or has ever existed. Every living being will eventually die out. Every speck of matter will eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. It doesn't matter if you lived a good life, or if you left a legacy behind. It doesn't matter if humanity survives for 1,000 years or dies out tomorrow. The end result is still the same, the absolute nothing. Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it would be misguided to consider that a gift. Do you consider yourself human, Mirage? All other beings have the gift of ignorance, of not being able to understand what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift, it's a flaw. It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great feature of eons past, continued to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has passed through a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit but an active danger to its host. ID tagged brain cells. Much like the Irish elk, a species of deer that, though through uncountable generations of evolution, grew antlers so wide and vast it could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to extinction. The human mind is an evolutionary maladaptation caused by going too far in the direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to our extinction. On an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is already taking hold. That's a really funny screenshot to me, personally. I think I'm going to screenshot that. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I hear that. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that. We're unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our own intelligence. By the way, this is an essay on nihilism. I mean, it definitely feels like that. Is this wait, do you mean like this is actually like Hakita was like, let me put in like a real essay on nihilism into this bit? Because it definitely feels like it is an essay on nihilism. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having to come to face with the truth. We sublimate it. We transform our self-reflective suffering into another form, art, to keep it from consuming us. Raymond Legend 12, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying this stuff that's going on here. Anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are simply temporary. They're here just to push back on the inevitable veil of helplessness and despair that'll encompass and ruin us. I think I went down the wrong route, Havoc. I don't know. I think I'm not succeeding here. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life, for life in of itself is suffering. You're wrong. Huh? You criticize those who consider vast intelligence a gift, and yet also misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness is a curse. How could it not be? Nothing we do matters in the end, and it is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations, the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure to meet up to an arbitrary definition to what makes our limited time not wasted. Time cannot be wasted, for there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws to the same conclusion. There's no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will, nevertheless, lead to the same conclusion. This is an essay Hakuta himself wrote regarding his experience with existential dread. I see. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose, we are free to set our own, to create self-defined goals for which to strive. For some, it may mean nothing. For some, it may be pleasure. For some, it may be creation. For some, it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason not to do whatever you want, rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is forced upon you by others, or even by your own misguided thoughts. I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease my fear of the end. The little light kind of shining on the finger is actually pretty nice. Even if I were to try and find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. And is that thought worth fearing? However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and will does not make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not simply is not accepting the end. It is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing it. I see. Hakuta wrote this in like 2 days. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck by the paralyzing existential panic. I understand it logically, and I know that there's no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing that I must. That is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical. However, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason and the logical, warping them to fit in the haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually, slowly, gradually start to start to shape to fit the logical. It's not an easy job. It's not a quick job. It'll sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And through the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget, we will always love you. Hakuta said, don't kill yourself. Well, I'll be damned. Guess you got a good head on your shoulders after all. Hell, I'm impressed. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about, and while I'm sure I have a long and hard road ahead of me, I'm optimistic. You got to get to school first. I mean, that's probably pretty important. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite clear by now that nobody's going to come lead us there. How about you and I ditch that passion-draining penitentiary and go grab something to eat, huh? Nah, sorry. To be honest, I'm still kind of mad at you for how rude you were to me. Yeah, sure. I've got nothing better to do. You're paying, though. Oh, you sneaky bastard! But alright. I do owe you one anyway. What better time to cash out your did a nice thing for a girl way out of my league coupon than now, huh? An all imperfect love song. We did it. We did it. We did it.